Welcome to the Work-Life Balance Challenge, and today we're going to be talking about core values. Now this is a two-part video. In this video, I'll be covering the exercise on how you can find your core values. The second video is going to describe why and practical examples of how you can apply these core values in your life. Now you should have received this sheet below. In there you'll find 120 common core values. The idea is that you print this or you open it in Photoshop. And we're gonna do an exercise together. Now this exercise is meant to find your true core values, so don't skip any steps. And you will see pause screens pop up. So when this pause screen pops up, actually pause because it's crucial to the exercise. Now you're also gonna need a pen and paper and a timer for this exercise. So take 5 seconds now to grab all of those together. Okay, great, so now you have everything. The first thing you're gonna do is take 15 minutes and cross off all the core values that don't belong to you. You should have at the end 20 left. Take your 15 minutes now and cross off everything until you have 20 left. Great, now you've done that, I want you to take 1 to 2 minutes, again on the timer, and reflect about all those 20 and see what the connection is. Take your time right now. Okay, great. Now that you've done that, we're gonna do the exact same exercise, but this time you're gonna do 10 minutes on your timer and you're gonna cut down everything to 5 core values. Great, now that you've done that, take another 1 to 2 minutes and see what the connection is there. Take that time right now. Great, now that you've done that, we're gonna do this one more time. I promise you this is the last time. Now you take 5 minutes on the timer and you cut it down to 3. Okay, great, so now you should have 3 core values. My core values are honesty, loyalty, and curiosity. And now here comes the problem. We might now know what our core values are, but it's really hard to be constantly honest, constantly loyal, and constantly curious. I mean, sometimes you just want to take a break, or sometimes you just slip up. So what do you do in order to maintain all of that? And here comes the hack, because everything that I do, you might have noticed now, is with hacks. The silent day, which at this point you know exactly what it is, gives me the opportunity to actually reflect weekly on whether or not I have been aligned to my core values. So if at the end of the silent day, around 5 to 6 o'clock when I stop it, or if I didn't have a very stressful week, maybe it'll go to 3 o'clock, and at the end, after a whole day of reflection, I would have some ideas what happened throughout the week that I don't feel really comfortable about. Maybe I was really busy and I neglected one of my team members, my clients, or maybe someone from my family. The silent day gives me the opportunity to call those people up and apologize. Because remember, if my core value is honesty and loyalty, it isn't up to them to remind me that I went wrong. It's up to me to go to them and apologize and maybe make it up to them somehow. Now, if you put out your core values out there, of course, you give the accountability for other people to ask you why you're not honest, loyal, or curious. So be aware that when people ask you, you should take the time to reflect about it and get back to them in a way that you are congruent with your core values. At the end of the day, this is what shows what kind of character you are as a person. It is an easy way to maintain a very hard discipline, which is being congruent with who you are and showing that congruency to the world. Because as the saying goes, your actions speak louder than your words. And this is how you can keep your actions accountable to your words. Now, the exercise isn't completely done. Of course, every week we're maintaining our core values, seeing if we're congruent and authentic, but core values might change over time. If drastic things happen, your core values might change. Maybe over time, my curiosity will fade into more stability as a core value because I would want to be settled somewhere. So in order to make sure that you're actually authentic, it's very important that every couple of months you do this exercise again so that you keep your core values up to date. I do this exercise every 6 months. I completely do an up to date of my core values, my vision maps, everything that is important. Because at the end of the day, if you think one of the core values is your true authentic self, but you've outgrown outgrown this person, it's really important to do an update. In the second video, I'll describe more about why you should do that and how you can actually use it in practical examples. But this video is purely for doing the exercise together. Now, quick reminder, do this exercise, don't skip steps, there's a reasoning behind it. Every 6 months, keep it up to date, and every silent day, use it as your hack to make sure that you're congruent with whatever you do. And I will see you tomorrow for the next day of the Work-Life Balance Challenge.